Can I help you? Can I help you? Stay safe now.
Have you found anything out? What did Leilani say?
Oh my god, I can't believe this happened. Have you gotten any of the tubers back? I don't mean to rush you, but this is urgent.
Get your news here. Get your news here.
What's the password? Then get lost.
Welcome to the inn below the tarnished teapot. Correct. That is the name. We once had another name, but everyone just called us that inn below the tarnished teapot. I don't really blame them. This place is a bit of a dump. The manager has really let it go. Me. It's cold and damp, tiny windows, smells a little stale, at least the front door's nice and big. That's a plus, I suppose. Sounds hard. I used to live on the mainland years ago, working as a bricklayer. Was terrible. Hated every minute. Then my grandma died, bless her soul, and left me a son. Quit my job that day and got the first ship here. For no reason in particular. Just wanted to leave. Bought this dumpy floor for dirt cheap. Didn't really know what I was doing. Now this city's a boom town, and I'm living off the reverse mortgage. Just goes to show, act impulsively, and sometimes you get rich. That's what I've learned anyway. Oh, and have some inheritance. You sure? We have rats. If you really want, first door on your left. Oh.
Well, hello there. Such a great day, isn't it? I just love days like this. Last night, I saw 2 shooting stars, and right then I knew today was going to be a fine one. You're an artist? Oh, you must be very skilled. I can barely draw a straight line in the mud. If you're feeling especially energetic, we could always use a hand in the fields. We've got a lot of work down on the pea terraces. It can be draining, but I like to read in my free time. A nice book of poetry always boosts my spirits. What? Are you serious? Okay, well, I bought some, but I definitely didn't eat them. I'd never make that kind of mistake. I just don't have them anymore. Threw them away. I need to go now. Like I said, those are long gone now.
To an outsider, this shady hillside might not seem like the best place to grow peas, but the farms of Nava's Eastside have been producing for hundreds of years. You see, Eastshadian peas don't handle direct sunlight like the continental variety. Oh, look at me, talking your ear off about peas already. Say, if you're looking for things to see in this country, you should find your way out to the Teefmore Bluffs. There's some gorgeous farm country out there. When I was younger, I'd head out there all the time. These days I find myself a bit too busy with my peas. Navian demand is higher than ever you know. By the way, if you need a few extra glowstones in your travels, I could use an extra pair of hands shucking some peas for market. I won't lie to you though, it's tedious work, can really drain you. Well, I've never really given it much thought, to be honest. It's just the place I've always lived. Suppose I'll take it for granted a bit. It's a dreamy place to live, isn't it? Fantastic! I'll show you what needs to be done. It's not too complicated. Howdy! Need a few more glowstones, eh? Well, that's great news for me. Howdy!
Well, looky-doo-da, we've got a fresh face. I haven't seen you in the city before, and I like to think I know just about everyone around here. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Osha. Some people around here call me the One Glowstone Guy because I'll buy anything for one glowstone. Any item under the sun and moon. Howdy. Just one. The way I see it, I already got just about everything I need in life, so nothing's worth more than one glowstone to me. Mountain wart. I'll give you 2 for that. It's pretty. Adds a nice burst of color to my pile here. Did I mention some people call me One Glowstone Guy? Well, I've got 2 nicknames around here. The other thing people call me is 500 Glowstone Guy. I only ever have one item for sale at a time, and I only sell anything for one price. Guess how much? 500 glowstones. Sealant. Would you like to buy some sealant? It'll be 500 glowstones. You think so? Well, I only have one thing to say to that. Would you like to buy some sealant? It'll be 500 glowstones. There's only one thing I want that I can't seem to get. And I'm not sure you can. I want to get into that fancy club, the Roots. They're such exclusive little buggers. I need the password to get in. No idea who to talk to about that. Get me that password, and I'll give you the sealant. Would you like to buy some sealant? It'll be 500 glowstones. There's only one thing I want. Get me...
I saw a wonderful show at the Tarnished Teapot last night. The tea house hosts a different musician or storyteller every evening. They are such inspiring events. Goodness, I almost fed this to my grandmother. Thanks for finding me. Here, you take it back. I don't need it anymore. Oh, have you been there yet? I highly recommend it. Just relax, sip some tea, and have a lovely nap. A perfect way to spend an afternoon. I don't know much about the group, other than that it's some sort of spiritual gathering. But they do love dream tea. It's sacred to them. I think my father-in-law belongs to their group. I should ask him about it.
Good to see a new face. Let me know if I can help you with anything. I love it here. There's really no part of town I'd be worried to let my two daughters play unsupervised. I moved here right out of college when my longtime resident aunt wrote to me about a job opening in the library. It was quite a great distance for me to move, considering it was a bit of a paltry opening at the time. But 20 years later, as head librarian, I can't say I have any regrets. I moved here right...
Sorry, you can't go up there right now. We're doing some renovations. Hard to say. Maybe in 10 months, give or take. Could be longer if we hit any delays. Well, you need a pass. Any official from the university should be able to give you one. Have a good one.
A new face. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Zara, Assistant Research Scientist here at the university. You want me to check for trace elements of endangered plants? I enjoy running tests. Just give me the potion in a few minutes. Here's the full report. Come back if you have anything else for me to test. A fine day for science. Do you know of Melik? He's the merchant selling the so-called elixir of life down in the market. I have a favor to ask of you. Do you think you could perhaps go to Melik's shop in the market and buy me one of said elixirs? I'll buy it from you at twice what it's worth. I'd like to run some tests on it. I've heard the claims, and let's just say I'm skeptical. This elixir of life seems to be quite a trendy product in the city, and if this Melik fellow is cheating folks out of their hard-earned glowstones, I'd like to know the truth of it. Fantastic! You can find me here just about any time. I'm always working. They're a group that highly appreciates the consumption of dream teas. The teas are made with herbs that stimulate dreams. It's quite interesting how the chemicals work on the brain. They are safe in moderation, the largest risk being that when sleeping with dream teas, one gets very little rest, since the brain is actually more stimulated than during the day. The latest science actually considers it a form of exercise for your brain. I know it's a spectacular view. Beyond that, though, is there any reason specifically you need to be up there? Let's see. Well, I'll tell you what. Help me with discovering the truth about Melik's elixir, and I'll get you a pass.
Trade here, trade there. So many folk are scurrying about. A trader? I suppose you could say that. A trader of sorts. Just take a look at all those shiny things coming in the markets. Sad day, and my legs stopped working quite so well. Haven't made it down to the lower level in some time. Say, I heard from some other folks that you're one of the most helpful people in Eastshade. Do you have time to help an old woman? Excellent, excellent. You and I, young friend. I can tell we're gonna make a fine pair. Been a long time since I had a partner of any sort. Oh, I feel 10 years younger. I'm embarrassed to admit. I left a precious box up north, in the caverns. You know, the Howling Caverns on the Tiefmoor Bluffs? I must have left it there. It was years ago, mind you, that I left it behind. Longer, actually. I was still a young girl. Spent time playing all over Eastshade. That box was one of my favorite possessions, passed down from my mother. I must have spent hours searching those caverns. Don't know if the sea swept it out or if someone came and took it. Suppose I became a touch more sentimental in my later years. I just want to see it again. It has some decoration, you know. Not too much. It's a rather simple wooden box, I think.
Round there, then a straight line here. Yes, that looks better. Round there, then a straight line here. Yes, that looks better.
What is it? I feel like I just ate a huge bite of death. All I had today was a zucchini. I mean, it looked weird, but tasted really good. Oh, great. Yeah, I bought one. Ate it already. Oh, how long is this gonna last? I'm gonna kill Ted. Oh, great. Yeah, I'm gonna kill Tam. Oh, this is horrible.
Well. Your clothes are looking a little scrappy. Bet you're just about to freeze to death come nightfall. If you're ever looking to upgrade your attire, I'm sure I have just the thing. Glad? I've lived here all my life. It's really developed into quite a prosperous little boom town. There's a real energy here. I don't ever want to leave. I've been sewing professionally for 30 years, but only 2 years ago was I able to have a proper stand here in the market. Exciting times. I didn't try to buy any zucchinis. I grow my own at home. Poor Tam, he tries, but things just don't seem to work out for him. A group of degenerates. They lay in pools of water, drinking hallucinogenic teas and raving about their otherworldly experiences. They'll try to trick you into believing it only alters your dreams, but don't believe them. Their goal is to consume all the tea that rightfully belongs to the goddess Tien, and the authorities are utterly useless in the matter. If you want to support and aid the sanctity of the tea, you should seek out the Shez as soon as possible. The Shez are the religious group that actually uses the teas out of respect for our goddess Tien. They have a temple on the Tifmor Bluffs. If you know anything about the Roots cult, you should tell them.
Good day. One thing I can say about the folks here, they never ask for swords. Which pleases me greatly, because swords are just about the most boring things you could ask a blacksmith to make. The only thing more boring than making a sword is being dead, which coincidentally is what swords are used for. Which is another reason why I'm glad folks around here don't ask me to make them. I'd rather make a kettle any day of the week.
Just because I'm an owl folk doesn't mean I can't control myself around copious amounts of fresh fish. Okay, sometimes I eat some of the stock, but it's my shop after all. What?
Interested in a book?
Welcome, friend. Would you like a guaranteed long and healthy life? My elixir will fortify you with the strength and vigor. Imagine a longer life for you and your loved ones. Sourced from hot springs around the island, this water is guaranteed to give you an extra 20 years, at least. Some of my longtime customers are practically living history books. They've been drinking the elixir for years, and not a day have they aged. Of course! Just look at all these happy people. They love it, and it works perfectly for them. Each of my customers is a testament to the strength of this powerful elixir. So, what do you say? Ah, yes. Sadly, there are people around here who don't appreciate the happiness and longevity given by the precious elixir. Really, we must pity these poor people. Their lives are so empty. And so very short. Look at all who love our elixirs. The spring waters give life, that's well known. It works for the people. They feel it working and they don't need some university schmucks inspecting it. These people have trust, and that's amazing. Almost as amazing as the elixir. Ah, you've returned. The water is sourced from the life-giving springs of Eastshade.
Stay informed. Get the latest issue of the Shadian Post. Pick it up here. Free copies. Accepting donations. Did you pick up a paper? It's free. We're supported by donations from the community. Sure thing. Would you like to donate a glowstone to the Shadian Post so we can keep the paper free without ads and unmotivated by pop news and tabloid journalism? Thank you for your contribution.
Hi there. I mainly work in furniture, but by the looks of your pack, I doubt you're interested in buying a table or chair. Not to worry, though. I've got just the thing. How'd you like to buy a handcrafted wooden bike? 80 glowstones. Oh, well, if you ever do, I've got plenty in stock. They take me a good while to make, but I'm getting faster at it. Got to keep up with the demand. Hi again.
What can I brew you up? What can I brew you up?
Hi there. Afraid that's not really something we'd normally do anything about. Just one of the many cultural pastimes of Nava. They're usually pretty secretive though. It's all just a really long feud. It tore my dad's family apart, I guess. But you should just talk to the Shez directly. They're the ones looking for information. Just one of the many cultural pastimes of Nava. They're usually pretty secretive though. You might have seen some signs plastered around demanding you report the roots. Fine. Everyone's got their own opinions. Just don't report them to me. There's nothing illegal about their organization. It's all just a really long feud. It tore my dad's family apart, I guess. But you should just talk to the Shez directly. They're the ones looking for information. They've been covering the city in flyers, demanding folk to report their neighbors. It's a bit unsettling, really. Can't say who's got the right of it, the Shez or the Roots, but it's been a long struggle. Not looking forward to seeing how it all ends.
I'm in the middle of something at the moment. I'm in the middle of something at the moment.
You made it to Nava! You still have the pastries, right? Oh, this is gonna be great. Okay, my brother's sitting at the table right outside the bakery. I'll go over to him first, then you follow behind. Remember, make him think you're a normal delivery person.
Can I help you? Good. I've been expecting a delivery. Give it here. It looks like someone's rifled through these. They're a little crushed, too. A little crushing isn't gonna ruin the tangy, sublime, gorgeous taste of raspberries. Ugh! What's happening to me? This is the most revolting, sickening. This flavor. Grape! My tongue! It'll never be the same! What despicable baker would make an error so unforgivable? Neo! This my brother's idea of a prank? Poisoning a person's taste buds with the most repulsive flavor ever invented? That's just... it's... hilarious! I can't believe you actually got me. And Neo's always trying to do these ridiculous pranks. Usually I can see him from a mile away. But messing around with grape pastries? That's some risky business. You should be proud. I'm not easily pranked. I can still taste that grape filling. Repulsive.
That was perfect. I couldn't picture it going any better. He totally thought you were a delivery person. This one will go down in family history. You should look into doing this for a living. I don't have much to give you, but seeing my brother eat a grape pastry was just priceless. I'm never gonna forget the look on his face when he ate that grape-filled pastry! I'm never gonna forget the look on his face when he ate that grape-filled pastry!
Howdy! Say, I really appreciate the work you've been doing around here. Howdy! Fantastic. I'll show you what needs to be done. It's not too complicated. Howdy! Need a few more glowstones, eh? Well, that's great news for me. Howdy! Say, I really appreciate the work you've been doing around here. Howdy! Fantastic. I'll show you what needs to be done. It's not too Howdy! Need a few more glowstones, eh? Well, that's great news for me. Howdy! Say, I really appreciate the work you've been doing around here.
Oh my god, I can't believe this happened. Have you gotten any of the tubers back? I don't mean to rush you, but this is urgent.